Something huge is brewing in New Jersey. Believe it or not, a Luke Hughes contract extension isn't the only extension that needs to get done. Some goalie news, implications, let's talk. Welcome, Devil fans. Glad you're here. Definitely want you to stick around, though. Hit the subscribe button. Season quickly approaching, and we want you guys all here once the season gets underway talking Devils hockey. So, some goalie news. It's good. Kevin Weeks reporting Jacob Markstrom, the New Jersey Devils, working on a contract extension somewhere in that $5 million per year point. Okay, so just going into this. Obviously, Jacob Markstrom was awesome for New Jersey last year. There were times last year where it seemed the season was going in the wrong direction. You had injuries, Jack Hughes, Dougie Hamilton, Jonas Siegenthaler. Things didn't look great, and Jacob Markstrom was able to stay in there. He was really good, probably easily our best player in that playoff series. He was someone last year who basically, you got what you put your buck into. You got what you wanted out of Jacob Markstrom. I don't know if I used that term right, but you got what you wanted out of Jacob Markstrom. And that's kind of where I go to this. When I look at what they gave up for Jacob Markstrom, giving up a first-round pick in the offseason, you look at trades like that happen with teams. It's very rare they don't have an idea that they want to get an extension done with that player. That this isn't a future player. You give up future for the future. That's what you do with trades like that in the offseason. When you're giving up first-round picks plus more, that player is someone who's going to be part of your plan going forward. It's usually not just going to be something like, well, we're going to give this up, and then when it's all said and done, contract's up in a year, 2 years maybe, you go, okay, well, have a nice day. See you on your way. Thanks for coming here for, a little bit. No, that's usually not how it works. Usually, you're looking for an extension. When you make a deal like that in the offseason, giving up a first-round pick and more, this is a player you see here long-term. And that's the type of player Jacob Markstrom was for New Jersey last year. He was very, very good for New Jersey. I mean, go and look at his numbers. Pretty good numbers last year. 900, got 26 wins. And, expected goals, we saw the year before, they were really good, still pretty good last season. Or expected saves above average, still pretty good last season. So, when you look at that and what Jacob Markstrom did for New Jersey last year, it's pretty obvious that they want to keep him around. And at a $5 million price point, when you can get a top 10 goaltender, usually you go and you pay up. When you can get that upside of getting top 10 goaltending in the NHL, because they're very hard to come by. I mean, go look at this last offseason, the free agents at goaltender. Basically, the Devils had to go ahead and give a funky contract to Jake Allen, 5 years, $1.8 million a year. You usually don't see contracts like that. They're rare. Why? Because there weren't too many. There aren't too many. You need a solid backup. The Devils drafted Nico, Daws in 2020. They basically have said that experiment is over. That's what that Jake Allen contract told you. When you sign a guy 5 years, $1.8 million before free agency, and you had a goalie who you drafted in 2020, and you're going to go and say, we'll give you this weird contract, just please stay with us. Yeah, that's kind of what that means. They're basically moving on from Nico Daws. Now, Yegorov, obviously playing really well in college, he's not going to be ready yet. So you need to have that little bit of space in between, and somebody can give you top 10 goaltending on a night-to-night basis. You definitely take a look at that. That's something that definitely is appealing to you. It's something that you want to ride with, something that you want to have in your back pocket, and the Devils are in a situation where they have that. And Tom Fitzgerald, I think, really would want to get this contract done, because he definitely doesn't want to go back to this. Look, this was 2 years ago before Jacob Markstrom came over. The year before, they had 100 points, 50 wins, made the playoffs, won a round. Following year, they didn't make the playoffs. They were finishing towards the bottom of the division because of numbers like this. They had one goaltender have a 900 or better save percentage. It just didn't work out. They need to go and get that top 10 goaltending. They need to keep it while you have it. Find a way to keep it. Now, he is 36 years old. So, when you have a player who's 36 years old, he knows that's probably might be his last contract that he's signing. You're going to have to be smart with it. You don't want to be giving him, a 4-year, 5-year deal. I think you're stretching it at 3. But a 2-year deal at $5 million, that can definitely work. And maybe you go a little bit over, because maybe there is a team out there that is a little more goaltender hungry, has a good, salary cap. Maybe they give Jacob Markstrom a little bit more. Maybe they're willing to. Maybe Jacob Markstrom's camp even knows that. Maybe he knows, well, you know what, if you just wait and you go on the market, you're going to make more. But when you're Jacob Markstrom, you look at the situation that he's in. Okay, he's 36 years old at this point. He's with a team, a good team. Does he really want to go move back around? Does he really want to go find a new home? Or does he go, I'm 36 years old. Here are my requirements. If you can meet this, I will sign. That might be what it is. It might be, 2 years, $5 million a year. That works for everyone. It should work for New Jersey. Does it work for Jacob Markstrom? Like I said, look at last offseason, the goaltenders that were out there, he easily would have been number one. I mean, his backup was number one until the Devils signed him right at the last second. Because they said, well, we're not going to go with our 2020 pick. We're not going to go and look on the rest of these goaltenders who are on the market. No, we'll go and just get Jake Allen signed at a weird 5-year, $1.8 million per year contract. So when you have a situation like that, and the NHL can see that, Jacob Markstrom definitely would be more than a viable option to NHL teams next offseason. So if you're New Jersey, you want to get this contract done. You want to go 2 years, $5 million per year. If he wants 5.5, 5.7, even talking $6 million, I think you do it. He's still a good goaltender. We see goaltenders, they are playing longer today. They're not playing as many games as they used to. It's a little bit less, wear and tear on the body. Still, it's still a tough position. Still looking at 50 games. I mean, when you're paying a guy, $5 million plus, you probably want at least those 50 games and 40 good ones, 45 good ones. So when you have that situation and you can get that out of Jacob Markstrom, I mean, he has a track record, clearly proves it, you go and do it. You don't put yourself in that situation you were in 2 years ago. You don't want to have goaltending, drama where you really don't have a starter. You barely have, backup goaltending. You really don't know who's going in each night. I mean, it's just deflating for the team. I mean, that was a good offense that year, and you went into the trade deadline and you're selling. You don't want to be selling. And I think Tom Fitzgerald knows he can't be selling again, at least not for a while. He needs to be buying. So what do? Showed what he did earlier. He bought in on Jacob Markstrom, and now he's got to double down on it. What he should do with Luke Hughes as well. We're still waiting on that. I know. Luke Hughes, there's been so many rumors of what the deal is. How long is he going to sign for? I mean, I can't even help myself. We're talking about Jacob Markstrom, and I know it's the thing that's on every Devil's mind. What is Luke Hughes going to sign for? When is he going to sign? I think even more so on Devils fans' minds, considering we're, 10 days away from the regular season. Definitely something on Devil fans' mind. If I knew something, I'd tell you. I don't. We're hoping 8 years, $9.5 million. Sign it up right away. That looks good. That looks great. Would love to see that. But Jacob Markstrom, love to see that one too. 2 years, $5 million. Hopefully that works out. If not, we do know that they are talking in that $5 million per year price point reported by Kevin Weeks. So we'll see where they go from there. Let me know down in the comments. What do you want to see? Jacob Markstrom, what's a good deal to you? Let me know down in the comments. What number are you going to go to? What do you move off of them? I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen. But let me know down in the comments. And I'll see you guys all really soon. NHL season right around the corner. So make sure that you hit subscribe. All right, guys. Take care.